for softwood, which this is. Does anyone know what type of softwood it is? Pine. It's pine board, yeah. Yeah, so we do a slope of 1:6. Okay, for hardwood, okay, we do a slope, shouldn't have wrote that so close, of 1:8. Okay, so it's only slightly different because we need a wider grip on our piece, slope 1:6, because it's softwood. Slope 1:8, it's slightly less steep because hardwood is much stronger and it won't shrink or swell as much. So our slope 1:6, how we get that now? First thing you're going to do is with a tri-square, that's what I'm explaining now. So 1:6 is the slope, okay? That is softwood 1:6, hardwood 1:8, always on a dovetail joint. So that's what I'm going to explain now. 1:6 units, any units at all. So I'm just going to draw a line. Has to be straight with your tri-square. So what we're going to use is, because we have centimeters on our ruler, we're going to come up 6 units. So it's going to be 6. You see it there? We're going to come up 6 centimeters, or 60 millimeters. So we've 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to come out, guess how much? 1, because it's 1:6. Mark our 1 down on the ground. So when we have our mark on the bottom, we join that back to the 6. And that is 1 unit. So it doesn't matter if you had a massive room and you use meters, 6 meters by 1, 6 millimeters by a millimeter, but that'd be very hard to see. 6 centimeters by 1 centimeter is usually the easiest because that's what fits on your piece. That slope will be the same no matter what unit you use, as long as it's 6:1. Then all we do is we get our bevel. It's adjustable. So we have a little nut here that opens and closes. So it opens up, put it on our piece, get it exactly on our slope, see that? And tighten it up. Tighten their nut. If you find it hard, get one person on the bench to get it right and the other person to tighten it. That's our slope now. It's set. If you have one of these between the two people, it's fine, as long as you know how to set it up. The slope is the most important. Then what we need to do is, on our piece, we're going to have a slant this way and we're going to have a slant this way. We're going to have a slant this way and we're going to have a slant this way. So from our points here, here, here and here, we're going to put in our slope in the right direction. So if you can see that there. If you can't see it, don't mind people moving, lads, a bit closer. That's our slope. I'm going to turn it around on the other side. Okay, if you find it hard to hold it, put it. It's only on the video, I'm going to pass this around. Get the point correct, get a nice slope on it. So now you can see we have a slope from this point down, using our bevel, this point down. We do the same on this side. In here is going to be our waist. Where this point here, oh, sorry, I'm going off the screen. So we have it there. Where this point meets the bottom now, and the bottom over here, we square it across. So see where it meets? I'm going to put it down. We're going to square it across, like that, from here and here. So we're going to square it there. I'm going to square this here. Make sure your square is nice and tight. Mark our waist. And that's how you mark out what we're going to take out for the slope using our softwood 1:6. Okay, so make sure when you're setting it up that your square is nice and tight like this. Get the slope correct there, turn it around and get the slope correct there.
Do you have to do that like 1:6?
So you have that set, that will work on this side.
Do you have to do that like the thing you did with the 1:6? Like?
Yeah, if you don't set this up, you need to set up the 1:6. If you don't set it up, you won't be able to set up your bevel.
So do that on our piece?
Yeah, so do it on your own piece and do it lightly so you can rub it out.